scored 10 goals in that league in 20 games. Very impressive player. We joined with Jade Kovacevic, who set a new record here in Ontario for scoring 26 goals at Fanshawe College this past season. She's been the league and above and beyond in this entire season so far for FC London. Obviously got action going away here with Scott. She'll be playing it around in the back line. Catherine Heron. We're going to probably see both a little bit of unfamiliarity, just some easy play back and forth as both teams start to settle, as we have a through ball, play it in, and St. Pierre Mousset is able to get to it there first. She's getting some help here from Castleman. They'll try to get it away, and Ontario will come out with the ball. Like we said, a very young, but an experienced team with good chemistry on this Quebec side. Most of these players coming in from the under 15, under 17, and some under 20 ranks as well. And most of the players coming in from the Lakeshore squad. Very strong team there. And then look for that player up top from the year 2001. It's Jessica DeFilippo up top. We got to see her over at the Nationals in PEI. I believe it was a couple of years ago. Very strong player, very physical. Not afraid to get into play, and she won't be intimidated by them. As Quebec will get some passes going around in the back line. This one will go all the way to Prue and goal. She'll have the short pass, which she will play on the side. Ontario's just going to choose to back up and give her some space. Nice little 1-2 comes to the side for L'Esperance. She's looking for some options. Plays it back into the middle of the field for Gay. And she can't find anything going for it. She'll bring it all the way back to Larive. Plays over out for Sherbrooke. Trying to play a through ball in, blocked by Aduro. She's going to play it up for Kovacevic. She's going to have it on the right corner. She's going to be under some pressure. She's still going to plays inside the box. Look for Aduro. Aduro's with the touch. And an early goal! And Ontario gets a goal in the second minute. And Kovacevic and Aduro linking up already. Nice little play from them. And Aduro with the finish pass through on the far corner. And Ontario strikes first. It was a poor pass in the back line from Quebec. Aduro picked it up, found Kovacevic. She made a good move to get away from the defense on the far side of St. Pierre Mousset. Played a ball inside the box, and Aduro, just from the penalty spot, put it into the bottom corner. And just 2 minutes in, Ontario up 1-0 over Quebec. Ayotzi throws this one all the way back. Goes over the head of Scott, and she'll just carry it over. Scott coming from FC London. She's going to be playing for Indiana University this coming fall. She'll pass over to Heron, and Heron will bring the ball up over to the right side. Can't find anything going forward, and Ontario's trying to get some movement going. And now Heron will get it off to the middle of the field for Rogers. Rogers comes from North Miss. Alumni from Ohio, has represented the national team in many different levels growing up. Ayotzi with a nice cut. Can't get by the second player. Collides with the Quebec player. That's Gay. Gay goes down, and she's able to win a free kick. And Quebec's strategy right now, settle the play down. Don't let the play get away from them. They just gave up a goal. Don't let Ontario get a second one and get control of the ball again. Balvaki plays it into the middle. She'll take a pass off for Viola. Over to the right side, Coughlin. Coughlin into the middle. There's DeFilippo. Diving challenge from the Ontario defender. Can't get to him. DeFilippo tries to play a through ball in, but that gets blocked by Scott. And they'll be able to clear it away temporarily. Rogers tries to get a diving challenge, and now she's going to be able to get some help over from Tamara Brown. So it looks like she's into the game. Tamara Brown, an AUS playoff MVP and first team All-Canadian with Cape Breton University. Very strong player. As you have an interception coming in, there's Laura Goss. She's come onto the field as well, and she'll take a touchback. Can't find anything going forward, and Kovacevic will bring this one all the way back for Brown. So we got the Durham United outside fullbacks right now, Nayotzi and Brown. Both those players not afraid to make those little sneaky runs all the way up the field, and which Ayotzi's trying to do right now, but the teammates maybe a little bit unfamiliar with it and couldn't find her on that pass, and Quebec will get control of the ball. Larive, she'll pass it over to Peltier-La-Roche, over to St. Pierre Mousset. A diving challenge from Brown, blocked it before Castleman can get to that, and it'll be a Quebec throw-in. Castleman can't find anything to bring it all the way back in the defense of Peltier-La-Roche. We'll pass it over. L'Esperance, she's under some pressure from Aduro, trying to get away from Aduro, and she gets some options all the way back. Some good communication, that's what we probably came to expect from this Quebec team. Well, like I said, a lot of them playing for CS Lakeshore, very strong club over in Quebec. And lots of these players, again, on the national team as well, as we have a through ball played in, trying to find Castleman on the run. Heron's under some pressure in the corner, able to keep it in. She gets some help from Brown, and Brown will send it up the line. But she can't get it by the Quebec player in mid. Heron, all the way back to Bukovic. Bukovic, who had a great story in the cup matches this year. She came out, played one game for Vaughan. As we have a through ball in, DeFilippo tries to get a touch in. And Heron's just able to clear it. It's still bouncing around there. There's getting touches Coughlin. And now it goes over to Ayotzi. Bukovic came out, played in the game, scored 2 goals in the game, and then one in net, saved the penalty in net for the penalty shootout, saved the shot, and scored a shot herself to pull out the victory for the Zuri to take them to the cup finals. And that's an amazing story for Bukovic in goal. Tons of time in the back for Larive. Touch into the middle, there's Balbaki. Under some pressure, has to bring this one all the way back, and running all the way over is Peltier La Roche. She sends it over to St. Pierre Mousset. Getting touch, Castleman trying to work her way through. She has Fiola there. Can't get by that Ontario defense. Been strong so far, holding their shape. Playing in a ball in here from Heron. We got a run here. Kovacevic is through. She takes a shot, and a beautiful save from Prue as she dives to her right and deflects that one aside. Always dangerous when Kovacevic comes through, the leading scorer in League One Ontario so far this season. And she did a very tough shot there, but Prue, no danger there, and she deflects that one aside. In the under 15 level in 2014, Prue was part of the gold medal winning squad in the 2014 CONCACAF World Cup, as well as a couple other players on this team we'll get to later on, as we have cross going near post, hits off the post, and it will go out for a goal kick. Make a quick shout out to our sponsor, one of our sponsors here, that's Rome Mobile. It's all our match day updates, which includes tweeting, live stream, online, and everything that gets the internet going. It's through Rome Mobile. Boost them whenever possible. We like to thank you as well as we get them going on here as Quebec's trying to get the ball going forward. Nice little pass in for DeFilippo. She's got some options on the switch. She's under some pressure by 2 Ontario players. Now she's able to spread it out to L'Esperance. L'Esperance able to keep that in. Nice little pass in the middle, back to L'Esperance once again. Ayotzi though is able to get a foot in there. She's still battling it, and she's going hard against Gay. Ontario will get it forward to Duro. Duro with the ball. He gets forced out play, and it's going to be a Quebec throw-in. You got to look at those great jerseys coming in from the Ontario scene. You even got the last names on the jerseys. Definitely memorabilia to take with them later on as we have a through ball playing in here. Brown is able to win that header. She heads it over to Kovacevic and for Goss. She's got Brown coming in on the overlap, and that's what we've been saying. These outside fullbacks for Durham, not afraid to go all the way up forward. And for Kovacevic. Back it goes for Benatti from FC London. Trying to play a through ball in for Kovacevic. A little bit too strong, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Played 8 minutes so far in this first half. 1-0 for Ontario if you're just tuning in late. An early goal coming from Maduro, assisted by Kovacevic. That is the difference in this match, as Prue is going to take this one short. And Quebec will try to work the ball forwards. What we've seen, Quebec settling the play down nice and easy, getting some good passes. I'd say they have more of the possession so far, but some risky passes as once again there, she turns over to Duro, in for Goss. Goss as it turns away, try to cut back inside, but L'Esperance was able to read that, but she couldn't clear it out of play. Goss is back with the ball. She'll cross into the box, head it away. Just back to the point though, there's Rogers, and Rogers trying to play it deep into the corner. Quebec is able to keep it in the corner, bowing against Kovacevic, and she was able to hit it off her. From my view, it looked like Ontario player hit it last, but it's instead the assistant referee got the better view. Says it's a corner kick, and Ayotzi will come in with a left-footed corner kick to see if she can find one of the red jerseys inside the box. Ontario players lined up far post right now. Got a bit of a zone defense inside the box and man-to-man just outside for Quebec. Ayasi's ball will go, and this could be dangerous, and just goes over the goal. And it's going to go for a goal kick. Everyone thought for a second in the crowd that it got in, but it's always a little tricky on the angles. Oh, again, like we said, a very strong crowd. Whenever we get a second, we'll get a shot of that crowd here. As Peru will take the goal kick. She'll play it short once again over for Larive. Down the line for L'Esperance. Trying to play it forward, can't find Coughlin. Benatti back for Heron. Heron's looking for some options down the field. Finds Kovacevic. She's got an overlap run coming from Ayotzi. So 2 defensemen already switching sides. As Ayotzi is going to try and run onto it on the right side. Going to see if she can put the Quebec players under pressure. Gautier Laroche does well with Saint-Pierre Mousset, and they're able to move the ball down the line. Nice little turn there from Balbaki. She's breaking free from the Ontario player, and here comes Quebec on a quick counter. L'Esperance, she's going to carry it up, has Coughlin in front of her. She'll be able to check in, and some good passing there. Pass just goes by Gay though, and she's got to bring this one all the way back to the defense. Balbaki has De Filippo going on a through ball, but Heron read that just in time, and it will head that one aside. Brown carrying it on the near corner. She's got tons of open space in front of her. Plays it for Kovacevic. Back for Goss. That one was read by Coughlin, and Tamara Brown will go all the way back here for Scott. Through ball in on the right side, trying to find Ayotzi. Can't get to her, and it gets intercepted by Quebec, and they're trying to get forward going through, but the defense for Ontario has just been very strong right now. Haven't been able to get any balls by right so far. They're trying to see if they can find those runs from Fiola or De Filippo and try to see if they can break free as Aduro's battling hard in the corner. She's able to body off the defenseman. She's still getting control of the ball. Can't go inside the box. As able to get back there was Saint-Pierre Mousset. And she'll be able to get off Aduro. And it's going to be an Ontario throw-in on the far side. This one be taken quickly over to Rogers. She has Benatti. Benatti cuts in, tries to take a shot. That diving play there from Gay. Able to block him. Prue will take her time. Said the Quebec brought a very young team. I think it was only 2 or 3 players over the age of 20 coming in for this roster. As Balbaki will get the ball. She also won gold on that under-15 team in 2014 and represented in that year as well for the Canada under-17 team. It's a very strong midfielder as ball will get played in the ball, and Bukovic under no pressure will just get onto that and make the save. She'll put the ball down, pass this off quickly to Brown. Little 1-2 with her teammate over at Durham Goss. Nice little movement in the back. Of course, we have a through ball in coming in from Heron. She finds Goss. There's Brown making the overlap. No one's picking that up, and she has a ton of space with her. She's going to bring this corner and bring a left-footed cross in, and it's cleared away just at the top. Shot there. Can it get through? And it's blocked, and Prue will make the save. Balbaki just getting back just in time as she blocked the shot there from Goss. Again, you always have to keep an eye on those outside fullbacks, making some great runs here early. Of course, we'd like to also thank SoccerX.com, Canada's largest soccer store, Vibrant Performance, Canadian Print Classic, and Sports Engine, the website provider for League One Ontario. They appreciate all your support here as Quebec will get that ball and they'll bring it forward. De Filippo can't control it, and Scott will be all the way back. Might play back to goal. Instead, she'll play it over for Brown. We also have a great photography crew going around the field. Martin Basil Photography is taking all the shots. So if you want to go over to the Facebook page at League One Ontario, as Goss has a chance going through, but she is offside. Of course, you want to see all the pictures being taken, go over on Facebook on League One Ontario. They have some pictures already from the training, both teams yesterday. So just head over to Facebook at League One Ontario and catch all the pictures there, and they'll be posted later on from this match. Goss is able to win the ball, and she'll pass it over for Brown. A lot of action on this near sideline as Heron will get to it. Ontario starting to settle into the game more and not letting Quebec gain forward, but Quebec just maybe look at De Filippo, maybe put some pressure on this back line and see if she can force some turnovers, because she has the speed if she's able to break free, as Goss is able to turn away from L'Esperance. I was expecting the run there for Kovacevic. She cut inside instead, though. L'Esperance will have time as Quebec will pass it around and try to move out from their box. A little bit of a short switch there. And now here comes Peltier-Laroche. She'll play it over to Saint-Pierre-Mousset. Little long touch there from Castleman. She's going to put her defense under some pressure, but some very good composure, and they're able to move out with it. Coughlin gets it taken away by Brown, and trying to bring it back is Kovacevic. Back, very comfortable pass in the back, not afraid to use the goalie, but Aduro's putting them under some pressure, and just sticking with it though was Peltier-Laroche, and she'll pass it over to the far side, and here comes Quebec on a counter. As Castleman with space, she'll pass it up just past the foot of Fiola though, and just that final pass with that little extra finish just hasn't been there for Quebec. As diving back there is De Filippo, and she's able to win the ball back cleanly, but she couldn't get to some support, and Ontario will just take that ball back and pass it around the back. That's what you're going to get, De Filippo. Not afraid to use the body physical, get into the play there, and she'll be able to win those challenges. Scott with it. She switched over in the center back side with Heron, so hey, it'll be Heron on the left side now, close to us, as Aduro all the way back. We'll head over to Scott. Canati gets stripped of the ball, and now Quebec will get some control of this. Castleman will settle it down. And for De Filippo, she'll touch it over for Fiolo. Try and play low 1-2, and here's De Filippo. She has a good chance, one-on-one with her. Takes a low shot, but that's right at Bukovic. But that's what you got to do if you're Quebec. You're down by 1. You're trying to find something going forward. When you get an opportunity, go for goal there. Smart decision there from the Quebec striker. We've played 17 minutes so far, 1-0 for Ontario. Nati. And for Brown, plays into the middle. There's Syme. Syme coming in from the Woodbridge team as well. She was the 2013 NCAA All-Tournament player. As we have a through ball and trying to get to the foot of Rogers, a little bit too far ahead for her. Boo can't see anything going forward. She'll just pass off the defense. Quebec once again can't seem to get forward because Ontario's not dropping back. They're not giving Quebec that space to move the ball up the field. They're just putting them staying close enough to a player that they can't really get anywhere with it unless they play a through ball in on the corners. Larive looking for a long ball in, and she's gonna try it. That one just goes over the head of Fiola. Here comes Syme the other way. Syme waiting for to get some support from her players. Has Brown making the overlap. And now all you're hearing, Jessica Silva, watch that overlap, watch that overlap. They're starting to recognize that Brown and ILT are making those plays. And the midfielders are going to have, those outside midfielders are going to have to drop back now and cover those runs. And if they do, if they are able to get that ball, that's going to leave them with almost nobody going forward, just a single striker up top. And that's what the pressure of those outside wingbacks can do. Albaki touches it over to Peltier-Laroche. Just getting some pressure there from Rogers, and Rogers does well sticking with her. Then she gets forced on a play for an Ontario throw-in. If you're just new to League 1 Ontario and as well as PLSQ Quebec, they are the only third division leagues in the country and count as the highest domestic tier in Canada right now. The Quebec Select Group is a precursor to the Pro-Am Women's League to commence that very shortly in Quebec, so that's why we have some of the younger players here, as the league is still going to be established soon. But that allows many of these players in this league to not lose their eligibility. So if you're wondering why there's so many players who are able to play in university by being the third tier, able to play without compromising their eligibility, which was always an issue in the past. A lot of players, they had to choose either play on their pro-am team, maybe earn some extra cash for tuition, or play for their school team. Not anymore. That issue is solved as Heron will be able to bring that ball up. She hits it for Syme. Syme was expecting Benatti to be next to her, and Quebec tried to go on a quick counterattack but couldn't go anywhere with it. Good movement over on the far side, and Syme will get it. Brings it all the way back. And we've got to like what Ontario's doing right now. Not forcing it down the field, just passing around, waiting for some options. Benatti, she breaks free. She's going to go for a hot shot and just goes over the goal. And that's what you expect, a little bit of sleepiness, a little bit of laziness. They will pounce on you, make a couple quick passes, and break free. As Coach Marcotzia will take a talk with Scott right there. Say, did you notice what they did on that situation? Try to look for those runs down the sides as well. So now they're starting to pick it up. Quebec's opening up some space by covering those outside runs. The middle is more open, and they'll be able to play more through balls in those area of the field. Cut it on there by Gay, and here comes Quebec going forwards. Can't get by his field though, and Quebec just can't seem to get anything going offensively so far, but lots can change. We've only played 21 minutes so far. Martin Holmes here on the play-by-play. I'd like to thank everyone who's tuned in. A second-minute goal from Aduro separates these two teams. But yeah, I'd say the Quebec team very strong defensively as well so far. Aduro touched in the middle, just past the leg of Syme, and Balbaki will hit it up to Filippo. Back to Balbaki. Pete Laroche. She's under some pressure from Kovacevic, and she's able to take a touch there. Nice little back heel there from Goss, and Kovacevic has a ton of space front. Trying to shift all the way over is Larive, and Larive will get that ball. And Kovacevic sticking the arms out, expecting a foul there. No, says the referee, and play will continue. Instead, Castleman will win a foul, much to the upsettings of the pro-Ontario crowd we have here on head. Larive all the way back for Prue. Again, I like what they're doing right now, not forcing it, just passing around the back, trying to find the runs, but the problem is they're not getting that movement in space. Canada's holding their shape very well, and that's forcing Quebec to play dangerous passes like that up the middle, which Ontario can pounce, and here comes Kovacevic. She's got Syme next to her, instead chooses it back for Benatti, and they're going to play it through a line. Is Goss offside? Yes, she is. Made that run just a little bit too early, and that's going to be halted. At halftime, we're going to be live on Periscope as well. Give you a little bit of a halftime report of thoughts on the game. So make sure to go on Twitter or go on Facebook, find the Periscope for League One Ontario, and join with us at halftime and get your action and share your thoughts as well. If you have Periscope, share your thoughts on what you think of the game, and chat with myself and whoever else is with me about the game so far, as Castleman will bring it up. Touch it in for Fiola. There's the Filippo, one-on-one with her, and there she's going with the physicality, trying to get the ball, but the ball just didn't bounce perfectly to her foot, and Heron is able to do well and pass it off to the side. Brown, 1-2 with Rogers. Rogers, nice little ball in for Goss. It's a 2-on-3 the other way. Kovacevic, and Aduro's making a late run, trying to go in, and yes, a little bit of interference there coming in from Larive. It's going to be called against Kovacevic. Not the toughest of calls there, but it interfered with her just enough that she couldn't continue running there, and it's going to be a free kick in a very dangerous spot. And it's always going to be interesting who are going to be those set piece takers for this team, and I guess that's what they decided in their meetings yesterday. They had a very big tactics meeting with a lot of the coaches here, talked about some of the strengths of what the players they have, and it's always interesting from the coaches, they've seen what happens against them, and that might be some indication of who they should have. Because we have Ayatsi who's the left-footed taker, Kovacevic on the right. 4-woman wall for Prue. Kovacevic is going to leave it, and then it's going to be Ayatsi. She gets that one through, and that's not going to trouble her at all. In that under 15 2014 CONCACAF World Cup, she was named as the best goalkeeper of that tournament. Very young and up-and-coming goalkeeper is Lysiane Prou. Passing around in the back once again, and Quebec maybe had to drop back just a little bit, see if they can find something. And Balbaki makes a good run and trying to play it up for Coughlin and for Fiola. Castleman switch sides with Coughlin. Let's see if that's going to prove some effect. Castleman will get the ball now. One-on-one with Iotzi. She's going to get an overlap run, but it's a nice little 1-2 there. Castleman still under some pressure. She's getting some help from Gay. There's Gay with the ball.
Putting him on a lift.
Gay all the way back to Balbaki. L'Esperance tried to make an overlap, but couldn't find a little bit of a hole that Castleman could play her on. Brown wins the ball there, and she'll play it over to the right side. Goss will get control. Threw a ball in for Kovacevic, but all the way back there's Patier Laroche, and she's going to settle it down. Quebec will take the ball up, and that's what you're seeing right now with the center defense. They're sticking out their arms saying, someone, give me someone to pass to. As Adura once again is able to intercept the pass, sends in Kovacevic, but she's offside there, and that one will be called back. But that seems to be a little bit of frustration in the defense. They can't seem to find anyone to go towards, as we're going to have the play whistled down for a couple-minute water break. Even despite a little bit of a cloudiness here, it is very humid as well. So we've been getting quite recently in Ontario. For the past month, I think it's only rained once or twice. So it's been very humid temperatures here, and not take any chances. We don't want anything. We're just going to have the couple-minute water break. The second-minute goal coming from Cristobal Aduro. This is by Jade Kovacevic. That is the difference in this game. And we could start to see maybe the coaches might put some substitutions. Let's go back. They're trying to make some tactical switches, and we'll see if they'll maybe go to the bench to try to see if they can change something up. But Silva's talking over with their center midfielders, that's Gay and Balbaki, because they got to look towards them to create some space and open up for themselves. They said if one of them pushes, they all got to make sure they push, because if only one goes, they're going to be left in behind. Ontario will get the ball. They're in the red jerseys. They'll be going from your right to your left, and in the blue is the Quebec squad. I'd like to thank everyone who's tuned in on the live stream as well at Ligue1Ontario.com. Or if you're tuning in after on YouTube, make sure to tune in for that. You will find the recording for the match as a nice little Merdana there from Balbaki. The match will be on YouTube tomorrow morning, and you can always catch the live stream once again there. L'Esperance. She's going to carry it up. She has Coughlin to her right. She'll play it over to her. She's got some space to play across, and she'll make a nice touch. Left-footed strike. She went for it there, but shot that one wide. That one might be a little bit interesting, and Quebec players saying you got to cross that one in on the chance. But like we said, Quebec's been a little trying to get something going offensively. When you get an opportunity, you got to go for it. And Coughlin tried there. The L'Esperance might want to play the ball a little bit sooner when Coughlin had maybe a little bit more space. Scott will carry it up. No substitutions during the water break. We're at half an hour through the game. As the ball played in by Heron, that'll be shut down by Patier Laroche. Castleman brings it all the way back to Lalive. Nice little seeing eye pass from DeFilippo. She'll touch it over to Castleman. Castleman tried to play a through ball up, but that one got caught and held down in the air. DeFilippo trying a second chance to send in Fiola. Can't do so. Coughlin trying to get her foot in. And it's shut down by the Ontario defense, as Quebec will be able to pass around the back. A little bit of more urgency coming in from Quebec after the water break. Okay, all the way back. Patier Laroche to St. Pierre Mousset. Castleman tried playing, but Balbaki was expecting them to pass back there. Moved back, and no blue jersey was in sight. And getting control of the ball now will be Benatti. Back for Benatti once again. Shoots it over Syme. Syme plays it in for Brown, and there's some of that speed from Brown, and sliding over there with St. Pierre Mousset. Didn't realize how close Brown was there. When she saw how close, had to slide and clear it away and take no chances. Rogers. She'll be carrying up, passing up for Benatti. Benatti trying to find someone to pass to. 3 blue jerseys around her. As Syme bringing it all the way back, but Quebec dropping everyone back except for the lone striker. Maybe they should look to add it, if they want to get something going offensively, add a second player on top. Help to Filippo up top. As the ball from Mansi was played a little bit too far ahead for Goss. And Quebec will do it smartly, hits it off of her, but the bounce doesn't follow what they wanted. They wanted a goal kick there. They're going to get a very deep throw in, and Ontario's going to have an opportunity to contain them and try to see if they can go quickly the other way. Esperance taking no chances, just going to shoot this one down the line. Nice little ball in the middle, Heron. And from Rogers, Rogers going to go from distance. And a beautiful save from Prue. That one was a knuckleball as it was going down and shot back up at last second. Prue at that one. Got a touch, hit off the bar and out. Outstanding goalkeeper, but what a strike there from Kat Rogers. That was a seeing eye one, and only a top-class goalkeeper could have saved that one. Let's see if that gets some momentum going for Quebec. Larive plays it up, intercepted by Iotzi. And Larive was going to try again. Esperance is dropping back. She's under some pressure by Gus. But what a chance there from Rogers. The team passed her. She was looking for some option. The whole team's here and just shoot it. And she got the touch there, went for goal. And an unbelievable strike, was going for that top right corner. Viola's ball in just in behind the Filippo. And Ontario will get that ball back for Scott. Maduro's 3, it's a 3-on-3 break here. Maduro in for Kovacevic. She'll bring it into the corner. Has Goss inside the box, making a late run here. Syme. And reading that play there was Beltier Laroche, and Quebec's going to take it up going the other way. Quebec's trying to settle the play down, get some possession going. Balbaki. Viola, she'll play a high ball in. Coughlin, is she onside? Yes, she is. She has up to him, one-on-one against Scott. Heron drops back, she'll touch over to Filippo. And Filippo wasn't there right on top of her. And Ontario's able to clear, but Coughlin found her way in through. Just the ball hung in the air a little bit too long. Coughlin wanted a little bit more so she could get it on the run. She had to slow down her run. And once she was able to control it, couldn't get back up to speed there. Castleman trying to play it back, ball back for Balbaki, and Ontario intercepts. Here's Rogers. She just had the very good chance just a couple minutes ago as Syme tried to play it up for Woodbridge's Aduro, couldn't find her. It goes right in through teammates trying to connect there. Interesting how the lineup is played out right now. We've got a lot of Woodbridge, London, Vaughan, and Durham players out than just Rogers for North Miss. As every team is represented here in this all-star match. As coming out of her goal is Bukovic, and she gets it away for Coughlin. And Coughlin seems like she's going to help out Filippo up top. They've made that tactical substitution, and she's putting in some extra pressure on that Ontario backline. Brown has tons of space around. Might look to a switch here. Iotzi's got a mountain of space with her. Coughlin recognizing that, trying to get back and cover before Iotzi will get that pass. And Scott recognized that, and she'll just bring it back over to the same side with Heron. Goss is making a run up, can't get by the head of Larive. Esperance. Back for Larive. Balbaki, there right away, her team's here, the Larive scream, my bad. Balbaki did well, just played a dummy run, let it get through her. And now they got a chance going the other way. Balbaki touches over into Filippo, didn't make her run there though. And it gets cleared away by Otzi, but a great dummy run. Balbaki, she knew she was under pressure by 2 red jerseys and just let that ball go right in through, and it found its way to another blue jersey. And Balbaki got that ball back and had a good opportunity going the other way. Okay. Back for L'Esperance and for Coughlin. Trying to touch it back for Gayer overran that, and Rogers will intercept. Rogers is going to switch over, can't find Kovacevic though. And Quebec will get it controlled once again. And like I said, Quebec's had more of the possession, I would think, in this first half. Just haven't done anything with it because it's just been mostly passing it around in the back line. And they're trying to find some options going forward, and Ontario's just holding the shape so well. Quebec can't find any holes to play it through. As Aduro, she's been a force intercepting those passes. Gets it through, and an Ontario player takes a dip, and it's going to be a free kick as Kovacevic gets brought down by the Quebec player, and I believe that was number 4. That's Peltier Laroche, and this is a very prime spot for Ontario to try and see if they can add to their score line. And you know what? With the way Rogers struck that last one, I would even look to her to try to take this one here. And yeah, exactly as I say, Rogers is on the ball. She's with Kovacevic and Ayotzi. 3 players on the ball. Definitely going for goal here. Just 3 players in the wall, maybe a few more. Yes, they had a few more, so it's 5 players in the wall for Peru. 3 Ontario players. Who's going to be the one to take it? And it's going to be Kovacevic. She goes for diving save. There's a rebound from, and Syme puts it in the goal. April Syme puts in the rebound from Kovacevic's shot, and it's 2-0 Ontario. Kovacevic brought it over the wall, beautiful shot, and Peru just couldn't hang on to the ball. Made the diving save, had it bounce in front of her, and Syme all over that rebound.
Scored in the 37th minute by number 5, April Syme.
Just having confirmation from the goal, but Syme jumping all over that rebound, putting the goal. That's why it's always very dangerous as a keeper. On those opportunities, you got to make sure, 100% sure you're catching that ball, because if you allow that rebound, that's exactly what happens, because you got 2 or 3 players running down your throat, ready to put it in the garbage, and Syme did there. And it's unfortunate for Peru. Peru thought she was going to catch that and just slipped out at the last chance there, as Ontario's going to try and see if they can continue the pressure here with Syme. Plays in the middle for Aduro. Aduro loses the ball over to Larive, and Aduro will knock down Larive in return. And she apologizes right there, and play will continue. For Kovacevic, 2 assists so far for the League One current Golden Boot winner. As Babaki plays it up. There's Fiola. Fiola, though, battling hard with Syme. And the foul's going to go against Syme, much to the dismay of the crowd and the Team Ontario coaches. And Quebec will get the free kick, as many of the Ontario family, fans, and friends all thought that was going the other way. Esperance has nowhere to go. She'll play it all the way back for Peru. Touches it over, Peltier Laroche. Over to St. Pierre Mousset. She's under some pressure there from Kovacevic, and that's what you're seeing. And that's what I like about Kovacevic. Although she is a striker, not afraid to come back. She's very physical, able to win that ball back. Helps out the team quite a bit, and that's why she's one of the lead players in this league. Nice control coming in from Larive, trying to find some runs as Castleman switched over with Kaufman once again as Gage tried to get a foot on that, just rolled away. And this one will go all the way to Bukovitz in goal. Scott. Back for Heron. Brown, though, had it come off just her top tip of the toes, and Quebec will not get control of the ball. At the 40th minute, we had the water break, so probably about 3 minutes of additional time, I'd give or take. So about 8 minutes to go. Means match 2-0 for Ontario. Make sure to join in on Periscope at halftime. Join in on the conversation. Give your thoughts on that first half of action. What does Quebec need to do to get back into this game? What does Ontario need to do to sustain this lead? What are some of the changes you would like to see from Ontario? Let us know at halftime. Of course, if you'd like to as well, I'll be paying attention to the Twitter. So you can hit me up at Martin Ohms. I want to hear your thoughts on the game. And really, if you're tuning in from somewhere, love to know where you guys are tuning in from as well. Bukovic over to Scott. Scott with tons of space. And Quebec's dropping back. Like I said, I'd like to see a little bit more of a press onto Ontario defense. They might be a little bit unfamiliar with one another, and they haven't had any pressure on them, so they haven't had to make any risky or scary decisions. But thank you for everyone who's tuned in here at the Ontario Soccer Centre here in Vaughan, Ontario, home of Toronto FC Academy, their second team. As they're through ball and trying to find Castleman. Scott's under some pressure. Plays it back for Bukovic. And Bukovic will clear it away. Simon hits it on for Aduro. Aduro, though, gets bodied away by Larive. And for L'Esperance. Aduro coming in tough. L'Esperance held their ground, and Larive will get the ball. As they're trying to find, those are those risky passes from the center backs we're seeing from Quebec. Trying to find those center midfielders, and Ontario's just been capturing every single one of those. And Rogers blocked that one, just couldn't hang on to it, but it goes out fourth row. Touched on by Fiola. Brings it all the way back to Larive. I gotta say, Larive and her defensive partner, Peltier and La Roche, probably have had the most touches, I would give or take, in this first half. There's a lot of action being played to them. It's over St. Pierre Mousset. Balbaki, she's got 2 red jerseys on her. Trying to get some support. And unable to get it at St. Pierre Mousset. She thought it was her ball, but it's going to be an Ontario play instead. And Brown will spring this one all the way back. Euro. Back to Scott. Ayotzi's making the run up down the line. Quebec is picking it up. And Ontario's starting to recognize that they're starting to pick it up, so now they're going to try and play it more in the middle. As we have a foul going against Kovacevic. Coach Silva's having a word with Filippo there, trying to get her to get into the play a little bit more. As Castleman will get the ball. Plays it in, L'Esperance, she's made the run up. L'Esperance still going through. There's Gay. Gay's got to go for goal here. She's going to go left-footed effort and just hits off of the top of the goal. That was a dangerous shot there from Marika Gay. She got the ball back, and that's what you got to do if you're Quebec. L'Esperance made a beautiful run up, got the ball, touches over to Gay, and Gay with a left foot strike over the hand of Bukovic, but just slightly over the goal. A great opportunity there for Quebec just before this halftime whistle. So if they picked up this goal right before halftime, that would have been a huge momentum switch, and probably come up with a. You'd be feeling a lot better being down 2-1 rather than 2-0 at the halftime break. Sign. All the way back for Heron. Rogers is making a nice run, passes over to Duro instead. Nice little 1-2 between those two players. By stealing it away will be Coughlin. It's it over to Filippo. Sign though gets it in behind her and wins the ball back. Ontario doing a great job shutting down the Quebec striker. As a through ball played in, Kovacevic, she's onside, gets on the left foot but couldn't get that final touch as it just rolls off her foot.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes added time.
So we're gonna have just 2 minutes of additional time. We're in the 45th minute mark. I'd like to use this time, of course, to thank our sponsor for all the match day updates, tweeting, live stream, and everything online is Rome Mobile. Thank you very much, Rome Mobile, for all your support for League One Ontario. It's Filippo able to pass it on to bring it back to Larive. Peltier La Roche. They're making a run there. It's St. Pierre Mousset, so taking a page out of the Durham United playbook there from the wing backs. So they're not trying to make runs up. Scott. Back for Ayotzi. Scott and Ontario, I think, very satisfactory, just passing around in the back lane, the clock go down, go into the halftime break, 2-0. Maybe if they get one more chance here, they might go for it as a pass, though. A little bit too strong for Brown. And it's going to go for a throw. Quebec. See if they can make one more good effort onto goal here. Touch it back. St. Pierre Mousset trying to find some options. St. Pierre Mousset was part of that under 20 CONCACAF World Cup team in 2015, won silver. She was also joined by Fiola and Ibrahim on her team. As a little pass back goes in Ontario's favor, as Brown will get control of the ball. She's going to pass it backwards, and Ontario will probably just move it in the back for the rest of the half. But Benatti found herself some space here. She might go for it. And the referee says no, as there is the halftime. They'll be going from your right to your left on your screen. And Ontario in the Reds, going from your left to your right, made 3 substitutions at the halftime break. We'll let you know who they are in just a second. And they'll be going your left to right as action goes right underway here. As a substitution, Hope Sabotage from Woodbridge. She's entered the game in goal, replacing Bukovitz, as well as Lorgas. She got replaced by Jessica Lisi, last year's young player and Golden Boot winner, also from Woodbridge. And also into the game, another Woodbridge player, Alicia Mottershead. She former national team player. She's entered the game, replacing Kat Rogers. And here's the early entrance here for Hope Sabotage. And she'll play it off for Scott. Over to Ayotzi. That play a ball up for Kovacevic. She's in through against Ladive. Kovacevic, she early chance here. And Plu will make the save. And that's what Ontario did in the first half. Got a goal in the second minute. Just caught Quebec on their back heels a little bit slow. As Kovacevic got a chance to through, passed over to Duro, who got the nice touch finish. The second goal struck from Syme. It was off a free kick. Kovacevic took a very nice shot. Plu couldn't hang on to it, and Syme was there just to tap in the open rebound. Those are the 2 goals here in this match. Martin Ohms here on the play-by-play. I'd like to thank everybody who has tuned in on the match. Make sure to keep up to date at L10 Live, or following League One Ontario on Twitter, or sending me a tweet as well at Martin Ohms, O-M-E-S, and love to hear from you guys throughout the match, as Ontario's will bring this ball forward. That's Mottershead. He's into the corner, looking for some options, able to find one of the goal scorers. That's Syme. Taking through, gonna go for it, didn't get much on that, and it's gonna go straight into the hands of Plouf in goal. Quebec had more of the possession in the first half. You can see they're gelling much more as a team compared to Ontario's side, but Ontario been very physical and quick, and that's been the difference here. As Brown's going to take this one all the way up. Tamara Brown touched inside the box and just couldn't find Kovacevic in the box. Castleman, the captain of this Quebec team, still going with it. Has 2 players on, and it's Brown going all the way back, and Castleman got a little bit of an arm in on Brown, brought her down. And it's going to be a free kick going in Ontario's favor. They're going to take this one quickly over to Heron. Heron's going to switch this one all the way, trying to find the player on the far side. That is Lisi, and couldn't do so. Got a lot of the Woodbridge contingent out on the field. They will be back in action next Saturday. Well, this coming Saturday, actually, at 3:30 for the Women's League One Cup Finals. As Kovacevic has a good chance here, she'll pass it off to Benatti. Benatti fakes shot. Try to get in Noduro. Back for Benatti. Benatti trying to work her way in through. Got some pressure coming in from Peltier LaRoche. Balbaki's there, and finally it gets cleared away by Gay. So next Saturday, this coming Saturday, here at the OSA at 3:30 p.m., Woodbridge versus Vaughan, League One Cup Finals. Who's going to take home that Cup Championship? We'll have to wait and see, and make sure to tune in with myself here at the OSA if you're able to come to the match. This coming Saturday, as Gossman headed on. Nice little play. Finds the Filippo. One-on-one with Scott. There's Coughlin on the run. Can she get a shot? She gets brought down the box. Referee says no. And Sabodash will bring the ball up, and she'll bring the ball down. Wait for her players to go up the field. Nice quick play there. Flick play from Viola. Found Filippo. She played in Coughlin on the side. And Coughlin fell down. Couldn't get the shot away. Touching. Playing a pass, Balaki. Trying to get some help from Martinez. There's Gay trying to battle with it with Coughlin. Can't find anything, and Ladive, who I have to say had the most touches in that first half, passes the ball around. Under some pressure, Duro's doing good, and she'll dive in, but Blue chips it over her legs. That's some confident goalkeeping there. She's able to get relief of that pressure. Hey, she's got 3 players on her. Intercepted by Benatti. Here comes Benatti to an odd man break. Passes the ball on the left side. There's Lisi through it. She chips the keeper. What a cheeky finish there from Jessica Lisi. And in the 49th minute, it is Ontario 3, Quebec 0. And Marika Gay under tons of pressure, had 3 red jerseys around her. Benatti came out with the ball, passed through an on-man rush, 4-on-3, passed it over to the lone player who wants to cover, that's Lacey. Blue came out of the goal, an unbelievable finish. Just a nice little cheeky finish right over the goalkeeper into the bottom.
League One All-Stars goal scored in the 50th minute by number 6, Jessica Lisi.
From the substitute, making her impact into the game. She's going to be attending Memphis University in the fall. Gets her mark on the goal sheet from Woodbridge. As Kovacevic trying to play that ball back. And it gets intercepted there by Gig. Arrive, pushing it all the way over. St. Pierre Mousset. Viola. For Castleman. Coach Silva saying them, they gotta pass the ball quicker, move it down quicker. As De Filippo brings it in. But for some help, finds Castleman. Castleman, good ball inside the box. Brought down, can they get a shot away? Headed aside, still bouncing around. Just 1 blue jersey there though. And Ontario is able to clear it away. Larive does one, collides though with the Dura. Dura's grabbing the knee. And she looks to be okay. Get some help up from Larive. Make sure she's okay. And it's going to be a foul going against Ontario. And you can't have any injuries here. Adura's hobbling a little bit here. Might take a look at the bench here, see if she's going to need a substitute. Coach reminding her, we have Saturday to worry about. Don't get injured here. We'll have to see if she'll be able to walk that off. As Heron trying to play quickly, the ball is still moving, so she's going to have to retake it. She'll find Brown. And for Aduro, here's an early test on the knee. There's a run for Mottershead. But he's with her, trying to cut it in for Aduro, but getting to it first was St. Pierre Mousset. But he slime challenge there from Maduro, and nobody, she didn't touch that one, said the assistant. And it's going to go for an Ontario throw. And reminder, this game will be uploaded on YouTube tomorrow morning. If you want to rewatch any of the action or re-see that Lacey goal, for example, make sure to go onto YouTube, get League One Ontario, and rewatch this great match. St. Pierre Mousset try to get forward. And it's going to be going in a free kick into her favor. All the way back for Plu. She'll switch this one all the way over on the far side. As time was their pass around the back, let's thank, of course, Rome Mobile, the sponsor for all the match day updates, tweeting, live stream, everything to do with the online. To make sure this game gets live streamed to you guys at home, we got to thank Rome Mobile for that. And thanks for the constant support, as well as SoccerX.com, Canada's largest online soccer store, vibrant performance, Canadian classic and sports engine, the website provider for League One Ontario. Like, of course, thank you. And of course, you want to get some pictures? Go on Facebook later. They've already uploaded all the training photos from Martin Basil Photography. Make sure to check those photos out. If you find anything nice, make sure to let Martin know, as Babaki will get the ball. She'll touch this one back. Quebec's starting to come up with a little bit more pace, but Fiola's touched a little bit too far ahead of her, and Simon somehow caught the ball between her legs there. Adura try to play it up a little bit too far ahead as Prue will come all the way out of the goal, and she'll get to it before Lacey can. Looks like we're going to be having a substitution coming on Ontario's front. Looks like Jackie Tessier from Kingston. We're going to see some Kingston on the field. She's going to be coming onto the field. She is a striker as well, so probably replacing Adura, who picked up that knee knock. And we have a substitution incoming for Quebec as well. We'll find out in just a moment who they are. Babaki with the ball. She has some options out on the wing. She's going to play one to St. Pierre Mousset. As Castleman said, she's going to take it and try to go for goal herself, but Brown blocked enough of that shot. Pelte La Roche. She's going with it. Finds Castleman. Castleman's got a mountain of space on the corner. Get placed one into the box. No blue jersey there though. Falls for De Filippo. She tries to go for goal, but didn't get a good volley on that one. And she hits that one wide. Filippo and Radcash, she wasn't getting the header, dropped back, and she got that ball and trying to go for goal, but just hit it off the shin pad.
In the 55th minute.
And it's going to be Aduro, who they're not going to take any risks. She's going to come off the field. She scored one goal today.
Jackie Tesser is coming in for number 10.
Jackie Tessier is coming into the game. So we have the Kingston striker from Queen's University. There's 8 goals so far this year for the Kingston Clippers. As we're going to have Anissa Ibrahim
Quebec
coming
All-Star
into the game.
substitution.
And she's going to be replacing
Number 14,
Anne Coughlin.
Anissa Ibrahim is coming in for number 11.
And she's going to go over to the left midfield position. Trying to see if they could get something attacking for this Quebecan squad. She's bringing in some pace as well. She was part of that silver medal winning squad on the under-17 CONCACAF World Cup. And of course, she also won silver with the under-20 team in 2015. So good player in Ibrahim coming off the bench. She's going to call for the ball there. Has it bounce off for her foot. And it will go all the way back for the Ontario defense. Passing around in the back. Heron. She's got Tessier. She's fresh legs there. Can't find her kick. Can't by the chest of Larive. She'll be able to bring it down. Pass it over for. That is St. Pierre Mousset. Back to Larive. She'll take some time over. Bring it all the way back to Plou. And Quebec's going to try and spread out and look for some options down the field. And for Babaki, she's under some pressure there, but she's able to get away from other side. Babaki taking no chances, will pass this one back. As Pelte La Roche will send this one down the field, trying to find Ibrahim, the newly introduced player. She'll touch it on. She does well there, and Quebec's going to try and go forward. It's a 4-on-2 rush here. Ibrahim, though, trying to cut backwards there, and got to look at that communication. She's got to know she's got some players going forward. Keep going forward, but she is able to get the ball back. A little bit of a backheel play. Pass it over to her midfielder, over on the far side. And it's going to force Ontario to hit out of play for another throw-in. We said Quebec's had a majority of the ball position, trying to get something going here. Threw a ball in for Ibrahim. She's going to slide forward. She's able to keep control of the ball. Passing it back and running all the way back is Lisi. Gets a foot in there, but it's going to be a Quebec throw once again. Well there, and Quebec's going to try. Nice movement coming in here. It goes back for Balbaki. She's going to try and switch it. That pass gets blocked, and it falls for Castleman. And getting a chance there is Simon. She'll be able to shut down that Quebec attack. They were doing very well these last few minutes. Got to see if they can get something going in the final third, though. St. Pierre Mousset with the ball. Plays it in for Ibrahim. She does a great touch there. She gets tangled up a little bit and still able to pass it off, though, for Gay. And De Filippo can't control it, though, and it goes straight to the hands of Hope Sabadash. Looks like referee will play a little bit of advantage there. Couldn't get it going forward, and it got shut down. But Quebec doing some great movement here, and looks like they're going to be making a couple changes themselves, see if they can continue momentum, get some fresh legs on the field. As Tessier will get that ball, she'll touch it back for Brown. She'll take it nice and easy, bring it back for Heron. Very comfortable with Heron and Scott in the back line. Scott through ball and finds Martis. She'll slide in, touches it on. Here comes Tessier. The fresh legs there, and it's going to be a foul going in the favor of Ontario. Not sure what happened, a little bit behind the play, but it's going to be an Ontario free kick. We have 2 substitutions coming in. For Quebec, it looks like one's going to be a goalie substitution. The other one, Natasha Balafta, who plays in the under-15 Lakeshore spot. She's going to be entering the game, it looks like. Go away for the free kick here on the top. Will be crossing to the far post. There's Lacey going for the header, but that one just goes over her head. Heron was making the run as well as Kovacevic trying to find them on the far corner, and it goes out for a goal kick. We've played 59 minutes so far. 3-0 for Ontario. We're going to have the double substitution coming in here.
Quebec All-Star substitution.
And it's going to be the goalkeeper, Lyciane Pro. She'll come out of the game.
60th minute.
And she's going to be replaced by the backup goalie here. And it's going to be number 22, that's Sophie Guillemette.
Number 22.
And Wayne Natasha Balata comes in the game.
Sophie Guillemette is coming in for number 1.
In the center midfield.
Lyciane Pro. Also number 16. Natasha Balat is coming in for number 6.
She's 17 now.
And
And Guillemette will play this one short, and Quebec will get it going right away as we have a new central midfielder and a new goalkeeper for Quebec. And Ontario might be making a substitution, it looks like themselves a minute. Start to empty out their bench a little bit, make sure they get everyone maybe into the action here in Vaughan, Ontario. Looks like everyone's tuned in here at the Ontario Soccer Center. As a back pass gets blocked there, open chance there for Ontario. Tessie is battling for, and she came in a little too aggressively and gets a foul, but right there it looked like the player on the far side, not too sure who that was, I think it was Kovacevic, probably had a ton of space, was able to touch it, maybe bring it into the box herself and go for a goal, but probably didn't realize how much space she did have in that opportunity. It's going to be Sonia Makulova, the lone representative from the Sanjak squad. She's going to be coming into the game, the midfielder for Ontario. Spate La Roche, she'll bring it into the middle. There's De Filippo, she checked in and tried to play through ball. There's Ibrahim, she's got some pace to her, battling hard on the far side with Ayotzi, and Ayotzi wins this battle. And she's going to try and wait till it goes out of bounds. The ball stopped though, and that forces Ayotzi to play that one out of sight for a throw-in, as Ontario's going to make the substitution as Makulova is going to come onto the field.
League One All-Star substitution in the 62nd minute. Number 24, Sonia Makulova is coming in for number 5, April Syme.
So it's going to be the second goal scorer, April Syme. She'll be coming off the field, the Woodward player, and she'll be replaced by the Sanjaks midfielder, Sonia Makulova. Few goals in this game. One of the younger players on this team, Sanjaks and Derby, another team, very young team, has had a little bit of struggle so far this season, but they're gaining a lot of experience, and we're seeing great hustles from both of those sides. Sanjaks we've seen some great games from them so far in League One Ontario. As it's going to be another Quebec throw-in on the far corner. Trying to find De Filippo. She can't control that pass, and Scott's going to take her time. No, understand she's not under any pressure, and she's going to pass it off to the far side for Brown. Got Tessier on the short. Two Canadian University players trying to work together, and Brown will be able to side tackle. Kovacevic is able to get some touches it back, and the through ball coming in from Waterside, plays it out wide for left. There's Lisi coming all the way over to Challenger St. Pierre. Nice little play there from Lisi. She gets inside the box, touch there, goes to the top of Waterside. She got a shot away. No, it's cleared away by Ibrahim. Filippo has Castleman out wide. Will touch it back over. Castleman's trying to stay outside, wait for that ball. Now she's going to get it. She's onside. Here comes Castleman. Brown's coming all the way back, and she shuts down that run. And they try to play it all the way back. Ibrahim trying to join in on the rush, and joining all the way back is Waterside, and she'll be able to shut down that run attack. Because we're going to have a double substitution coming up in just a second for Quebec. Cloudy Wednesday evening. Great crowd here on hand, especially for a Wednesday evening. I thank everyone who's tuned in for this game here. Come into person. A lot of great hype cheering on both teams. Ladive. She'll try to play it across the field over St. Pierre Mousse, able to find her, but almost got intercepted by Kovacevic. She's once again putting a ton of pressure on that Quebec backline. Lata plays it in, and Quebec trying to get forward. So the wingers trying to push up a little bit, try to get those through balls in, but the wing backs for Ontario is just shutting down any attempt. Anati. He plays over for Buffalo. She was an all-freshman player in 2014, was Benatti. Heron will get the ball, try to play it out wide. Ibrahim intercepts. That's the turnover Quebec needs. Here's to Filippo. That's Castleman out wide, trying to play it up for her. Sabadesh will come out of her net and just hang on to that one. Gets to it before Castleman can get to it. Julie Castleman, the captain for his Quebec select squad, creating some offensive chances herself. The nasty. And for Makulova. This is her first substitution in the game. Does well there. Frank Kovacevic plays a line for Tessie. Tessie tried to cross through that gap. Blocked by St. Pierre Mousset. Allow Quebec to
Quebec all-star substitutions in the 65th minute.
So we have Lakeshore
Number
player
17,
Sydney Nelson coming into the game.
Julianne Valderon
And she's
is
going to
coming
play
in for number 7, Julie Castleman.
And
Also number 12,
Captain Castleman coming off the game.
Sydney
And
Nelson
she's
is
gonna be
coming in for number
replaced by
2.
Julianne Valoron.
Nadige Nesperas.
So it'll be L'Esperance coming off the field as well as the captain Castleman. So St. Pierre Mousset will pick up the captain's armband for the remainder of this match as Tessie will throw this one in. Ontario bench all screaming for a handball there. Play will continue though as Ontario did get control of the ball, trying to play across and was Makulova, couldn't get it in. It's going to go out for a goal kick from Guillemette. And see Ken Valeron bring in some fresh legs. Go against a very tough Tamara Brown though. There's one player you want to go against. It's not going to be her. She's able to have. She's probably one of the most paciest players in this league. Great fitness. Guillemette high ball intercepted by Brown, and there's that speed. She's going to take it herself and try to get a shot on to goal. That got blocked, and Guillemette couldn't keep it in play as it got deflected outside by Peltier Laroche. Ayotzi is going to do an instant corner with her left foot. We've played 66 minutes, 3-0 for Ontario. Of course, the men's All-Star match is in a couple weeks as well. It's going to be East versus West. So top players on the east side versus the top players on the west side in the League One Ontario. The All-Star rosters were announced. If you want to know who they were, go over to LeagueOneOntario.com and check, see who those players are. So Yahtzee's ball will go into the play spot. That's a dangerous one. And getting ahead on that was Larive, and she'll bring it into the opposite side. Always dangerous is when they are able to get those ones just on the top of the six. That came out the other side for an Ontario throw. We're going to have another Quebec substitution coming in. Probably in the next outage of play. We have one right there. And it looks like the referee will call it. And
Quebec all-star substitution in the 67th
so another central midfielder substitution coming in for Quebec. And checking the game will be Caroline Goubernet.
Caroline Goubernet is coming in for number 8.
Also plays for the Lakeshore squad, a very strong Lakeshore team. She's going to check in 15 years of age. And she's going to be replacing Marika Gay. Gay's had a great game. We're starting to see some of the younger players on this Quebec team coming in, get some very experienced minutes here, go against some of this very tough Ontario sides. We'll see if they'll be able to bring some youthful energy in this match in that central midfield. Ontario is able to win that ball and they'll bring it all the way back for her. And Filippo trying to see if she can force her to make a hurried pass. She can't do so. And it goes over now to Scott. Scott is from Lisi. Lisi takes a shot there. She might go for goal here. And she tried to play ball wide and right away she said, oh no. And she hit it too strong. Or Brown, it'll go out. It looks like it'll go out for a very deep throwing, so Ontario can still hold the Quebec team in this corner.
That was awesome.
Palazza can't control that one. And it goes over for Granati. Marcet can't find Kovacevic there. As Kovacevic was screaming for that ball. Couldn't get to him. She does well there. Now Ontario screaming for a corner there. And they are going to get the assistant referee. Saw that one. And Ayotzi's going to run over and take this corner.
Because, you know, you never know where it ends up, right?
Like running both these two leagues are the only third division leagues in the country. counted as the highest domestic tier right now. So they are very strong players coming in from the women's side. A lot of these players coming in playing at the national level. Over 80 players have so far taken part in the national team camps, and 30 signed professional. As Brown's going to try and get a foot in there, hits it in for St. Pierre Mousset.
I lost my sweatshirt here.
Battling hard with Ayotzi, and that hard collision there. And Ontario will win a free kick as St. Pierre Mousset put the arm around, brought down Ayotzi. A little physical play between the two players, and Ontario will get the free kick as Quebec's going to make another change to itself.
Quebec All-Star substitution.
And I think it's the last player left
in
on
the
their
70th minute.
It's going to be Portelon.
Number 13
into the game.
Leoki Portedons. Coming in for number 10,
into the game.
Sarah.
And she's going to replace Viola into the game. So it's Portelon up for Viola, so we're going to have another attacking option. And Quebec has fully emptied their bench now. There's going to be a low cross coming in, blocked there by the defense of St. Pierre Mousset. It's going to be another corner kick. Ontario is starting to settle into the game a little bit more since substitutions has happened. And put some pressure, but they can't get by this defense though. Quebec who stood tall very well in this game. It's a short corner. And for Brown, Brown's going to cross them. It's a short ball, bouncing around, it's loose! Still loose, who can get a final touch? Diving, and a little diving play there. Colliding with the Quebec player, with Motorset. That's going to be a Quebec free kick on top of the box. And Ontario's going to make it on substitution. Another North Thomas player's coming in the game. It's going to be Kira Bertrand.
In the 71st minute.
The former Southwestern player. She's going to replace
Kira Bertrand,
Tamara Brown on the right.
Tamara Brown.
Right fullback position. So North Thomas back on the field. Bertrand, very influential player for this North Thomas squad. But likes to control the player in the back. And she's been able to do very well for North Thomas side of this season. As the pass goes over to Kovacevic on the right corner. 3 blue jerseys on her. Back for Bertrand. Here. Into the middle. That gets intercepted though by Balata. And they're going to try to go the other way. It's Valeron. Check that. It's Portelance. Portelance with the speed. Plays in the middle. De Filippo, she's got a good chance. She gets brought down by Bertrand. Referee says no. And De Filippo looking for a call there. Not going to get it. And Ontario's going to try to go the other way. Ayotzi. In for Scott. I'd like to remind we got the League One Ontario Cup Finals, 3:30 and 7 p.m. here at the OSA. And of course, other teams are back in action, so if you want to know what other games are going on this weekend, go to league1ontario.com.
They're there on the sheet.
Larive. She's got the ball, trying to set it up, can't find her player in the midfield. It's Gubernat. Intercepted there by Larive. Gets around Nakulova, but coming all the way back to Kovacevic, and she's going to get called for a foul. She can't believe it. And Quebec will get a free kick, and they're going to try and take this one quickly. But the referee's time to move back a little bit.
You know what? A lot of people can't.
Take it quickly, Balata. Back to her defense. And brought up by Peltier LaRoche.
Yeah.
Finds Balata, can't find De Filippo. As Benatti will get the ball. High ball into Kovacevic, shot goes over her head. And St. Pierre Mousset will just watch that one go out of play. Or throw. We're at the 73rd minute here. As the referee's going to call it for water break. So we're just going to take a couple minute break here. Don't go anywhere. Ontario 3, Quebec 0 in the inaugural All-Star match here in Vaughan, Ontario.
That's the one I drank out of.
Gotta pay extra for that. Keep telling Nikki.
Here's lots of water. Water break? You guys want some water?
All right, the referee whistles action to be continued here. I'd like to also make a mention here, Caroline Gouvernant was also on that Lakeshore team who played in the under-14 nationals over in Charlottetown, PI, that I got to be able to commentate. As Coach Silva is reminding them, keep it going, keep hustling. They still have 15 minutes left, give whatever they got left. And that's what I've liked about the Quebec team. They haven't given up, they've constantly hustled, and they're creating some chances themselves. And if they're in through, you can look at a player like De Filippo or Ibrahim to get a good chance onto Sabadash. But it looks like De Filippo getting some treatment during the water break. It looks like maybe it was the calf that seems to be the issue. And Coach Silva just making sure she's okay. And she will continue. It's going to be a Quebec throw-in on the near sideline here as we get action going right back underway here.
Integrity of the game, right here. Head on everything.
Bertrand a little bit too aggressively. And it's going to go for a free kick. Couple quick touches. And St. Pierre Mousset. They'll bring this one all the way back to Larivik. She'll switch it all the way over. High ball in by Ibrahim. She does another great touch. Ibrahim, since coming on the game, every single high ball in, just a perfect touch right to her foot. She'll be able to carry it up. She's got the switch over for St. Pierre Mousset, but she takes a little bit too long, and Ontario tries to go the other way. And Ontario player will get brought down over on the far side. It's going to be a free kick going into Ontario's favor. I believe that was Makulova who got brought down. Take this one quickly. Little 1-2 there, Nayotsi. Brings this one all the way back to our Ontario backline. There's Bertrand. Can't see anything going forward. We'll touch this back. There's Tessier making a run. They're going to try and play to her. She flicks it on and unable to get to that one. Those Marterson making a deep run. Tessier trying to dive for that backed off last second. They'll go past her. Settling it. Valeron. She loses it to Makulova. Valeron does well though. She's able to win it back, and Makulova not happy. Try to get back at her, but she does want to get rid of it. De Filippo. She's got the ball. Has Ibrahim making a run, but Scott is able to block that pass. De Filippo still with it though. It's tough being a lone striker and going throughout the entire 90 minutes, but De Filippo's still gone through it. Valeron can't control that pass, and Heron will be able to intercept. Ontario looks to be making a substitution. See Tori Chia, the Darby FC player, another young talent, up-and-coming talent in this league. She's going to be coming onto the field as Bertrand is battling hard in the corner and going a little bit too strong there. Was Portelance, and she'll be called for the foul.
League One
Both
All-Star
have had a great battle going in since both being subbed in.
The 78-minute mark.
Will come in. She'll be replacing
Number
Julia
14,
Benedetti.
Tori Chaya, is coming in for number 4, Julia Benedetti.
There's Chaya coming into the game. Or Chaya coming in for Darby. So she'll go over into the central midfield, replace Benatti in that defensive midfielder role. And Darby FC got to do their game last weekend against Durham United. A very strong squad. Up and coming, like I said, very young players. They got a lot to look forward to. It's Makulova trying to battle hard, a little too aggressive on Balata, and she's going to be called for the free kick. Quebec's going to be making one
Quebec All-Star substitutions. In the 79th minute,
So Fiola's going to come back into the game.
number 10, Sarah Fiola, is coming in for number 9, Jessica De Filippo.
De Filippo gets the injuries a little bit too much for her. She'll be hobbling a little bit to the sideline, so Fiola will come back into that striker role to replace her. They don't want to take too many chances. And Coach Silver giving her a handshake, saying she did a great job. She did a great job. For 2001 player going against some of these players who just finished university. Very tough for a very young player. She did very well. Bertrand. Plays it just behind Tassier, and it's intercepted by Balata. Nice little 1-2, and goes back for Balata once again. This Viola coming back into the game. And Ibrahim is making a run. This one's played very nicely. Who's going to get to first? And it's going to be Hope Sabadash, who leads the league in goals against average under 1 this season. He also plays over at Southeastern Louisiana. As Ontario, as the crowd gets a little bit of a cheer there for the ball getting thrown back to the field. And Ontario will get a throw. Going down the line, Balata gets a foot in there, battling hard in the front. I believe that's against Lisi. To the top, Monisa. He's going to go for goal. But that doesn't trouble Guillemette at all. It'll go out for a goal kick. A couple players I haven't seen, maybe could be some injuries to them. Haven't seen Stranagakis yet. Could be looking at her to come into the game. We haven't seen Richards as well, the Vaughn defender. Supposed to be starting the match, maybe picked up a little bit of a knock. Trying to save herself for this Saturday's Cup final. So Richards we haven't seen also, might come on in the last few minutes. See her warming up right now.
I mean, if they're just going in now that it's 75th minute or 80th minute.
As trying to play a long ball there. Was Lativé, can't get it forward, still battling through. Well, that player getting brought down hard. Over on the far side was Nelson, and she does well to win a free kick. Nelson. It's a mill for Balata. And it's going to be Richards, just as mentioned. She was warming up. The Harding University player, representing the national team at the U15, under 17 and under 20 levels. One of the stronger defenders for the Vaughan, Missouri. She'll be coming into the game in defense, probably replacing either Heron or Scott. As nice movement brought in by Quebec, but they can't seem to find the player on the far side as Gouverneur. And it's going to be Catherine Heron coming off the field. The Woodbridge to center.
League One All-Star substitution.
She'll be replaced by Mika Richards.
82nd minute mark. Number 20, Mika Richards is coming in for number 2. Catherine Heron.
A little bit of change in the back. Trying to get everyone in the game is Ontario. And play will continue. Here with the throw. We're in the 82nd minute. It goes from Aduro, Syme, and Lisi have got the League One Ontario All-Stars up ahead. Here, as we get some chance here for Scott. To play a through ball in. Kovacevic flicks it forward, trying to find that speed of Tessie. We've seen some flashes of it. Can't seem to get by that defense. And there you go, nice little play there from Makalova. She's been feisty. She'll play it over Kovacevic. Kovacevic into the corner. Waiting for some support from Bertrand. Back to the top. Try it. Her opportunity though gets blocked. And getting forward is Marshall. Plays over the left side. Elsie. Has Kovacevic through, goes over the head of Makalova and gets it cleared aside by Saint-Pierre Mousset. Gouverneur has some options with Portelance, instead she's going to play it into the middle. Back goes Valeron. She's got 3 red jerseys around her though, does well. Ibrahim making a run. That first opportunity gets blocked, but it goes back for Valeron once again. Ibrahim touches it all the way back as Gouverneur. Back to top for Fiola. Fiola's getting played in, trying to find Ibrahim. She's been very involved in the game. Has Ibrahim, can't find her this time though. As it got blocked by Yotzi, and now Ontario's going to go for a counterattack. Alisi's going to take her time. She'll be able to get that ball. It's battling hard with Nelson in the corner, and then Quebec defender Nelson is able to win it. Balata switches it all the way over for Portelance. Nice little diving play there from Valeron, brings it back. And Quebec's trying to settle it down. Be nice if Quebec could get one good chance forward. See if they could get an opportunity onto Sabadash and goal. Gouverneur. She'll get the ball. Looking for some help though, but she's able to fight off the oncoming attack and try it. And nice little speed there from St. Pierre. Mousset keeps it in. Plays it inside. Portelance. Her ball though goes in behind her two blue jerseys. And it gets cleared away by Scott. Down the right side, Ibrahim. She plays inside the box. Can't find that player on the top. Good pressure coming in from Quebec though. They're going to try and drive forward, get a good opportunity onto goal. So the game started out in the second minute. Duro was able to intercept the back pass, pass it over to Kovacevic, made a beautiful run down the wing, played it back inside the box, and Duro with a beautiful finish. That was in the second minute. Signed just before the halftime off a free kick. Kovacevic took a nice shot, and Prue couldn't hang on to it. And the rebound was pulled in by April Syme. And the third goal. Nice little ball in a 4-on-3 rush, a good interception. Passed it over to Jessica Lisi, and she chipped through and goal into the bottom corner. And that's where all three goals have come in this match here at the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario. Here in this Wednesday evening. League 1 Ontario. I'd like to thank everyone who's tuned in once again. And quickly thank the sponsors, Rome Mobile, for getting this game online. I'd like to also thank SoccerX.com, Vibrant Performance, CDN, Print Plastic, and NC Sports Engine, the website provider. Of course, Martin Basil's, of course, photography. Yeah, him and a couple others have been around the field taking a ton of photos, so of course go on Facebook after the game. There's already pictures on the website, throughout the website, of all the All-Star team training yesterday that he shot. Of course, if you want to find this game on YouTube, look up League 1 Ontario on youtube.com. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And it's accessible off the home page if you can't seem to work out the YouTube. As Bertrand will get that ball going forward. She's getting hauled back though by Portelance, and she'll bring it back for Richards. And first off for Chaya. Try to play it forward though, gets blocked by Ibrahim, and she'll hit it up for Fiola. Fiola. Going against Chaya. Plays it in through. Portelance. Has the run from St. Pierre. Mousset can't find it. Chaya is able to win the ball, and she'll get it for Makulova. Tessier the other way. Tessier though didn't want to take any quick chances. Hand it back for Sabdash. Make sure she's still active in the game. And she'll pass it around on the far side. Of course, you want to follow the game on Twitter as well. Go to L10 Live. Follow all the games in League 1 Ontario, and follow League 1 Ontario on Twitter. And of course, follow us at Soccer Quebec as well for the visiting team. I'd like to thank, of course, all their support in this match and coming down to Vaughan for this match. Valuable experience for this team. They've played strong. They've played strong. Shown some great chemistry, these players. Some very good communication. I just think the experience, not there yet, but this is where you get it. These types of matches, and they'll learn a lot from this match. Pass goes in here. Valorant. She'll carry it over to midfield. Trying to play a through ball in, and it gets intercepted by Richards, though. Can't find the run of Ibrahim. Scott. Tessier's open out wide, but we'll just play a quick little 1-2. Slow the play down as the Ontario players are moving out wide. Makulova gets the ball. She's battling hard with Balata, but she sticks with it. And she felt like, you know what, I got around, let's go for goal. But it goes straight into the hands of Guidi Metz and goal. And she'll just play it very quickly down on the right side. Sometimes you gotta feel it. Once you did well to stay strong, you know what, I feel confident, let's go for goal here. Didn't get much on it, but gotta give a good applaud there for Sonia Makulova. Ball in here, just too far ahead for Portelance. And she can't chase that one. It's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. As the ball was played in there from Gouberna, a little bit too strong. If I had to give a personal preference player of the games, I'd look at this player who's just making a touchdown. Number 3, as Marique St. Pierre Mousset has done exceptional in that left fullback position. She's been very physical, staying strong, and as well, Charlotte Larive, those two players in the back, been exceptionals with Paltier La Roche, and then earlier with L'Esperance, now with Nelson. They've done very strong in that back line. Got to give credit all 4 of those players. If I have to pick a player of the game, just say forget it, pick all 4 of them. And Ontario, you got to credit Kovacevic. She's done very strongly leading to get those 2 goals. But the strong defense in the back from Scott and Heron as well has been very influential. But you got to look at some players like Benati, who's playing very strong as we have a good run coming in here. They're ball in. Is she onside? No, she is not. The fans disagree, and you know what? I agree with the assistant right there. Made the run in behind was Kovacevic, and she tried to get back on side, but not in time. As Guillemette will play short for Balata.
He doesn't want to get yelled at. That's why you let her.
Guillemette over to Larive. But if I had to pick one player on the Ontario side, I gotta go with Kovacevic. Been a huge influence on this team. As Tessie does well to block that pass, but it falls straight to Balata instead. Larive can't control that one, has to run all the way back to get it.
All the way.
And she'll touch this one all the way back to Guillemette. Switching it all the way onto the near side now for Belleron. Belleron's got 2 red jerseys on her and she passes up for Balata. Quebec's now moving in some good hustle. This could be dangerous, but getting bodied off the ball.
The 5th official has indicated there will be a minimum of 5 minutes at a time.
5 minutes of added time. We had a lot of substitutions in the second half, plus a water break. So that's where those 5 minutes come from. So we're in the final 5 minutes in this match. Ontario 3, Quebec 0. But Quebec still can see if they can ruin the shutout here with a couple of good chances here with bringing the speed of Ibrahim on the far side. She gets blocked down by Altib. She'll play it back for Gouverneur, and Gouverneur hits it high in the air. Gets the ball right back to her. Touches it back for Balata. There's Peltier Laroche. Nice little touch from Poutalance, and keeping it in was St. Pierre Mousset. Trying to dance around Bertrand. Bertrand's just sticking with her, takes the diving chances, and St. Pierre Mousset keeps it in, touches the top, but she just barely. I was so close. I don't know from my view, but the assistant referee said it just went out of bounds there, and I was getting excited. Quebec had a good chance there. St. Pierre Mousset got around Bertrand, was going on to goal, but I guess just touched a little bit too far ahead of her, and it's going to go for a goal kick. Scott's going to carry it up. Pass a little bit too strong though on the far side from Mottershead, and it's going to go for us, bro. Of course, I'd like to thank both coaches as well for bringing out the team. So Coach Marcantia over on FC London did a great job coaching this team on it. Jessica Sutter, both these coaches doing a great job, and all the assistants as well. St. Pierre Mousset. She's going to cut it inside the middle. She's going to play a ball. That's a great ball in. And Ayotzi will get that one just before Ibrahim. Ayotzi trying to keep this one, avoid the corner. She does so. Great speed coming in from her, and she's able to get it out for a throw in instead. But a nice ball coming in from the defender at number 3. She seems to be absolutely exhausted, giving whatever they got left. And that's what Quebec and these Ontario players have done. They've gave these fans a great show. They've been showing their talents. They've given whatever they got. And the crowd, I could say, I've been very pleased. I would agree this crowd has been very pleased as well. And hopefully you guys at home have enjoyed this match. Ontario will knock it around in the back line, and Richards will carry the ball up the field. She's got Tessier wide, but she'll take it short to Bertrand. Don't want to take too many risks here. As nice little speed coming in for Portelance will block that pass, and it's going to go for the Ontario throw. Good pressure coming in from number 60, Valeron. Try to force the turnover from McAlow. Couldn't do so, and the ball will go all the way back for Richards, and they'll knock it around the back line. About 2 minutes left to go here in this match. Nice little touch there from Patier Laroche. Finds its way over Portelance into the middle. Valeron all the way back to St. Pierre Mousset. Alata. Nice pass finds Fiola. Here comes Quebec. Nice little movement here as they're going to try and carry the ball field. Ajay gets a foot in there. It's going to be a Quebec throw. One little hustle here as the Quebec players are going to move down the field and see if they can create an opportunity. Fiola into the left. St. Pierre Mousset 1-on-1 with Bertrand. We just saw this a couple minutes ago. Who's going to win this one? And Bertrand staying strong. She's going to shield her away. And the battle will go towards the North Miss defender. Bertrand's taking no chances. Knocks that one out. It's going to be a throw-in for Quebec. Seeing League One President Dino Rossi right under. All the league officials from both sides, Ontario Soccer Association, present here as well as the Fédération of Quebec, present here as well. So great contingent right under here, getting ready to congratulate both teams after this match. As Bertrand will bring it up. Yeah, pace of the game starting to wear down. The humidity starting to catch to some of the players. As Kovacevic, so she's always hustling. Will continue to go forward, and it's going to go in for a throw-in.
One has to step in that space.
And Quebec seems like there it is. And here is the final whistle to end the first ever women's all